Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to CCxRC. Back there on the bench, I've got the new FMS FCX24. We're going to open that up and take a look at it. It looks pretty cool, guys. There it is, you guys. Look at this box. All kinds of information on here, right on the box. Ready to run, 2-speed transmission, portal axles, 24 ball bearing full set, metal gears, steering servo, 4-link suspension, high-strength integrated nylon frame, Power Wagon, polystyrene body, rapid car set. Look at this. I mean, it's just, there's so much going on with this. They've really, gone to the next level with this. They're focused on performance with this model. FMS before has done a lot with the look of things and making things super scale, hard bodies, whatever. This one, they went for performance. It says transmitter, receiver, ESC light controller, 2-speed transmission can be operated by remote control. Here it is, kind of like an X-ray version of it, showing where everything is. Shift servos, batteries right in here. 130 motor in this thing. Here it's saying different. They've got some optional parts, differentials, steering servo, metal gears, 60mm mud tires. Really, really cool stuff. And then here are the option parts that they do have. Metal drive gears, metal portal axle gears that you can get for it. So they're really thinking of it. Track unit set coming, it looks like. Pretty cool. I went with the red one, but there's also like a yellow and a blue option. So let's see what we got. When mine came in, it was in a box that said FMS that was just a brown box, and this instruction manual was just sitting there. But the case is awesome to keep it in, like other FMS models. And there it is, packed in here nicely with all the accessory parts in here. It looks like you've got a free gift of random wearable accessories. So extra, basically it looks like a C-hub on here. The battery, the charger, the bits and pieces for the bed if you want to add the cage and all that to it, the roll cage, roll bars, different sticker sets you can install on it as well. Butch in here. These are nice looking stickers. You got different license plates you can put on there. Pretty cool, as well as that extra spare tire and mount for mounting it on the back here. I'm sure the directions will talk about that. Bunch of little O-rings included. And the charger, a little tool, and the battery. Pretty sweet. Pull the truck out. All kinds of extra padding in here so it's not bouncing around inside the box. It is sharp. I did see one of these already at Axial Fest Badlands and got to drive it and was very impressed with it. Here's the radio. Great for one-handed driving. And you can see all the different features and functions on here. We'll have to look through the manual to see what these different settings are. Channel 4, channel 3, right here. Lots of functionality in this little thing. All right, here it is, guys. Oh, we got underneath the windshield wipers, there's a little protector on the windshield. And like they said, it is a nylon frame. It is not like a steel chassis or stamped metal C-channel style. This is just a plastic chassis, which is more than adequate for these type of vehicle. The hard body looks fantastic. Bumper up front. The tires are definitely larger than like an FCX24 tire, but I've seen people do put the 1-inch wheels on these, and they work great with those. Very springy shocks. Those could be easily changed out as well if you want. Here's the the 4-link setup underneath. And one of the things that I hope to see is the aftermarket crowd go crazy with parts for these, because I think that's what the FCX20 has really going for it, is so many option parts. Now, to take off the body, we do have to push these two things in and kind of push it up as we do that. And then these front ones we have to pull out. So I don't know how easy that'll be. I haven't done it yet. These front ones are tough to push out on. So I got the rear ones detached. There goes the front one there. And one left. There it went. Not the easiest thing in the world. And then if we want to actually take it apart, we do have to detach the lights, which only one of them is plugged in right now on mine. There it is. The power dash motor. So it's a 130 motor, very large size, probably almost 3 times the size of one in SCX24 that come on them. It is quite large. That's where we're going to get our speed and our slow crawl capabilities. This is that 2-speed and quite impressive. Here's a little strap up here for the battery. Looks like maybe on-off switch there. Yep, little click in. It locks in place. I don't know. I actually haven't seen an unboxing on one of these yet. These look like metal drive shafts on here, but this looks plastic, so maybe not. It's just a really shiny plastic. I'd say they're plastic. It looked metal there for a second. Here, given that extra clearance, and this is what they give the spares for right up here. They do come off, and it looks like these are using 1.5 millimeter screw heads on them. So that is nice. Makes it so that you can use a little bit bigger tool. Servo sitting up here. Here, given that extra clearance, and this is what they give the spares for right up here. They do come off, and it looks like these are using 1.5 millimeter screw heads on them. So that is nice. Makes it so that you can use a little bit bigger tool. Servo sitting up here. Standard kind of micro size. You could swap this out with, you know, maybe a Honey Badger or a 99 micro, whatever you want to put in there for extra power up front. I'm going to go ahead and just put the battery in here because we'll see. I'm guessing that there's a little bit of power on the battery. I'm just guessing. I don't know that. Usually they come with a little bit of charge. So we'll see if we can't just run it for a second. Here, given that extra clearance, and this is what they give the spares for right up here. They do come off, and it looks like these are using 1.5 millimeter screw heads on them. So that is nice. Makes it so that you can use a little bit bigger tool. Servo sitting up here. Standard kind of micro size. You could swap this out with, you know, maybe a Honey Badger or a 99 micro, whatever you want to put in there for extra power up front. I'm going to go ahead and just put the battery in here because we'll see. I'm guessing that there's a little bit of power on the battery. I'm just guessing. I don't know that. Usually they come with a little bit of charge. So we'll see if we can't just run it for a second. I'm not sure how this battery strap actually holds it in then. That doesn't seem... You can't put the battery in sideways for this to go over. That's interesting. That's not my favorite I will probably just end up doing Velcro and Velcroing it in place. It's going to plug into this. I guess we just pull that over. I don't know what that does. It doesn't seem to do much. Maybe it's obvious and I'm just overlooking it. But yeah, the body's going to hold it in place. Nothing to really worry too much about. And get some batteries for this. What do we need? I'm guessing AAA based on the size of the controller. Looks like maybe 4 AAA batteries. All right, before we do that, we'll look at how this all installs. I think it looks cool. I know it's added weight, and some people don't like that. I don't know how much of it I'm going to run. I probably won't run the extra tire on the back, but what's cool is how easily all of this does connect. So it literally snaps into place. So you just push it in like the body on tabs, just like that. Same with these rear arms here. They will fit in here and push into place, and then we will screw them together. These are tiny, tiny screws, tiny Phillips screws. Okay, I'm back. I got a really tiny screwdriver now for like glasses. And we're gonna try this again and hope that it's gonna work. That feels right. Oh, my fat fingers are not gonna like this a whole lot. Oh, got some skin in there with it. Here's the second one. So there's this little fuel cell as well. It feels like it should click together, but it doesn't. So I'm guessing you have to glue it like a model, and then glue this little guy here on it or into it. And then you double-sided tape it right here. I'm not going to do that right now. I don't have glue ready, but this is all set. And then the tire assembly looks like it should be fairly easy because it just snaps on there. So we're going to screw the tire on like this into here. And this one does look like the Mighty Handy tool will work with this. So there's different size Phillips, kind of a couple different types of screw heads here included in this kit. There it is, installed on here, and then it literally just clips on here. So you can take it off if you don't like the added weight pretty easily. So since it's so easy, we're gonna go ahead and mount it just because it looks baller on there. And then I wanna figure out the lighting before we move forward. I do also wanna point out that I did figure out what these buttons on the top here were for, or these switches. And they are used to set your drag brake, LiPo mode, and whether you want forward, reverse brake. So this first one here, number 1, is forward, reverse brake. So down like this is forward, reverse brake. Up is forward, reverse, just instant. Number 2 is going to be LiPo, down, NIM, pack up. We're running LiPo, so we want it down. This is for your drag brake. It's set at 0 right now, these two. And there's different combinations. Left one down, right one up is 50%. Switch this around, now you got a 75% drag brake, or both up is 100%. Because we've got that speed in here, we're gonna go 0 and see how that is. And then we're gonna go ahead and try to figure out where these lights plug in here, since only one of them was plugged in when I got it. And I don't remember now which one it was in. It's kind of a pain to do with the amount of, because it's shrink wrapped right here to the other one, it's really tight. Which way these go in? There. There's the light. Okay, so we got low and that's high. So that we got them, it works what we got them in. So 1 is nothing, 2 is on, 3 is high, 4 is still high, 5 is off. 1 is nothing, 2 is on, 3 and 4 are high, 5 is off, and 1 is off. So you just got to click through them. So we do have it working, and that's how it says that they will work. Well, and I only have that one plugged in again, so this popped unplugged, so maybe it doesn't need to be plugged in. And there it is. Pretty cool. Now let's just clear a little bit out of the way. We'll get some more official run video of this thing soon, but for now we'll just give it a little test on here. So we're in low gear there. That's definitely high. You can definitely feel the speed difference. Look at that slow crawl capability. A little bit noisy. But, man, this slow crawl capability is pretty cool. Suspension's looking pretty good. For as springy as it looked, I think it could use some lighter, I would like lighter shock springs on it personally. Let it sit more drooped so you don't have all that bounce. Reverse is definitely quick. It's a little bit harder to control, especially because you got to tap through reverse. I think I would actually like just forward reverse mode. So I'm going to switch my radio to just forward reverse so I don't have to do the brake. Because that's where I hit the brake, and then when I tap again to go in reverse, I'm going way too fast. Man, the slow capability is insane. Yeah, forward reverse is better for me. It's more like what I'm used to with the FCX24s. That's cool. Pretty good flex. But you get rid of this and we put it in second gear. We'll just do a quick burn through here. It is quick. Actually, let's put this back in here for a second. I'm just curious. Yeah, baby, there's some speed. Oh, off the table. Durability test. Oh, nose wheelie. Let's see if we can't ride that out. Yeah. You could monster truck this. You could do some cool stuff with this. I was trying to get it to get in that nose wheelie and then kind of drive it. A little too fast on the throttle. Well, you guys, this thing is pretty cool. Go back to slow mode. That's full speed on slow mode. Still quick, kind of. Got some power, but nothing like in the high gear. But that is what's impressive right there. Straight out of the box. You take some of this extra weight off up top, or put some more weight down low, it's going to be even more capable. Very, very impressive rig from FMS. I'm impressed. Good job, you guys. Definitely pushing this part of the hobby forward with these features that they've added in this. The 2-speed, where it's actually a very significant difference between the 2 speeds. I dig it. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in as always. Hope you have fun RCing. I'm thinking this thing is going to be on a lot of videos. I know that it's already kind of taken over YouTube in the 24 scale channel realm, but I think you're going to see more and more people buying one of these things. These tires actually you know, for a stock tire, I would say that they're performing better than the FCX24 stock tires. They're bigger, so that's part of it. You've got a lot more clearance with the portals, so it's just a way easier drive experience right out of the box. I mean, even that part right there that I'm clearing this kind of is pretty impressive, that the portals are giving it enough reach. The one thing that I've noticed on other videos, and we're hung up a little, there it goes, that would be one of the first things I would like to see some kind of update for. Make this flat and lift. Maybe the transmission has to be lifted up some in order to get rid of this hump on the bottom. So you're gonna have a thicker transmission plate in order to have that scoop room for it, but lift all of that up a bit so that this is a flat plate. I don't know if that's gonna change the weight balance too much, but I think it would help it keep from getting hung up on things, which would be pretty cool. So anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. As always, have fun RCing. Catch you next time.